guys, so today is going to be a video on how to cover up acne or problem areas you're having, because I know everybody's skin is different, so there's no certain technique on how to make your skin look flawless, but I just want to show you guys what works for me. And I know that everybody breaks out and everyone has problem areas, unless you're one of the chosen few and you have gorgeous skin, which I'm so jealous. But recently my skin has been acting up. I'm not really sure what it's from, because it might kind of come as a surprise to you guys, but I do not wear makeup every day. I hardly wear makeup ever unless I'm going out or I'm doing a tutorial or something. I just don't really feel the need to wear it whenever I'm at work. I don't really have anyone to impress, and I don't really care if I have my flaws showing through because I'm just helping a bunch of old people all day. I don't really wear makeup, so I know it's me breaking out is not from makeup. I wash my face every day. I've been using my Clarisonic, so it's just, I guess, genes that I have in my family. My sister is also experiencing the same thing, so I'm not really sure what it's from, but this video is going to show you how to cover it up, and I'm going to be using products that I typically wouldn't be using. This is more of a full coverage, cover up your nasty acne type of video. If you guys want to leave comments saying how I'm caking on my makeup and I don't need all that, this is just what I feel comfortable with, and this is what really covers up whenever I'm breaking out certain times of the month or just having a really bad face day, I guess you could say. And excuse my hair, I literally don't know what it's doing right now. I'm just going to start off and get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to zoom up onto my face so you guys can kind of see what I'm working with here, because I know from far away it can look like I have perfect skin and nothing is really wrong, because a lot of you guys always say, why do you wear foundation? You don't need it. But I really do, or at least in my opinion, so I'm going to zoom up so you guys can see. Okay, so this is what is going on right now. I have a lot of breakouts around this area. I'm literally not sure what it's from. Like I said, I'm really confused, but I have some up here, and I never really get any acne on my actual face. It's normally just around this area. I have some over here, and then I have a few that are like up here. So my skin is not perfect. That's why I just wanted to zoom up and show you guys that this is for people who don't really have awful skin, but it's just a way to cover up when you're having issues like I'm clearly having today. So I guess I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit so you guys can still see how the foundation and stuff is going to apply. Okay, so the first thing that's very important if you're working with acne or any type of scarring or pimples or breakouts you're having is moisturizer, especially for me because I have extremely dry skin recently. It's like a combination of like dry patches and then I'll get like super oily. I don't know, my skin's been just doing weird things. So I'm using the Simple Replenishing Rich Moisturizer, and I'm just going to apply that how you would apply any moisturizer. And just put it all over my face, and I'm gonna focus it kind of in the areas where I'm breaking out the most, just because I really want those to not be accentuated and not be dry and be flaky whenever I apply my makeup. So just applying that on my face. Okay, so then I'm going to move on to the main show of the tutorial, and that is my MAC Prolongwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC15. I seriously think this is the lightest shade that they have, but I'm actually going to be using this for my foundation just because this is the only base product that I have found that doesn't crease underneath your eyes. It doesn't smear or smudge off. It stays on all day. It has extremely good pigmentation, so I just find that it would work really, really well for covering up problem areas. So just going to apply a pump for now. Sometimes I may need more. And I'm just going to use, and if you guys see me looking over here, this is where my mirror is. I know a lot of you guys always say I'm looking down, but that's just because I plug my camera into my computer so I can kind of see like what I'm doing or if I'm in focus, because I don't have a viewfinder. But I'm looking over here because that is where my mirror is. So I just have about that much, and I'm just going to take it with my finger at first and then just put it on the areas that are troublesome. Then I'm going to take my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki brush. This is the F80 and I love this brush so much. And I'm just going to pat the concealer into my skin, and a little bit goes a long way with this product. I have found that you don't need a lot because it has such good pigmentation that putting too much can leave you looking very cakey. So just putting that on my face. And I just kind of use whatever is left over and I will apply it onto my forehead. And I'm sorry if the lighting keeps changing. I'm sitting in front of my window because I find that you guys like that better and the lighting isn't as yellow. So then if I need a little bit more just to kind of go over certain areas, I'll take about half a pump and I will just put it right on top. And normally I wouldn't use this much. I would just do one pump, but I am breaking out really bad and this doesn't get really cakey if you apply a second layer. As long as you blend it in, it won't be cakey. But if you like don't blend it and you just keep packing it on, then girl, you're gonna have a problem. This is just the MAC Prolongwear concealer. I don't have any foundation, and typically what I would do next is apply my under eye concealer, just because this concealer that I'm using I find covers up under eye circles really well. And I've been using it forever, and it is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Erase Dark Circles one, and this is in the Brightening shade. I really like this. It really brightens up underneath your eyes, and it just works really well for me because I'm very fair, so this pinky shade really kind of complements that, if you know what I'm saying. So I just applied that under my eyes, and I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend this in. I don't know, you can like instantly see how awake and bright my under eyes look. I just really love this concealer. And it's super pigmented, and it really does what it says it's gonna do, so I really like that about it. And then whatever I have left over, I'll kind of just do what I did with my concealer, and that's just blend it around. Okay, and I actually use 3 different powders. I guess you could consider this a powder. This is the Bare Minerals concealer. It's the powder, and I just use this to go over the most acne that I'm having, the places that have the most problem areas. And I just take a little bit and tap it in the cap, and then I will use my buffing brush from Real Techniques and just kind of buff it in and just pat it right on top of that, just because this will give a little bit more coverage instead of just a regular powder, which would just set the makeup. This is going to add a little bit more coverage on top. So that's all I do for that, and typically if I'm not breaking out, I would use this underneath my eyes as well, but I don't really feel the need to do that today, just because my under eye circles aren't as bad as they normally are. So then I take my Revlon Nearly Naked Press Powder. I seriously love this stuff. You guys can see I use it all the time, and I just apply that with a big fluffy brush from Real Techniques. And I will just tap this on my face, and this is just going to lock everything into place. And I'll bring it down my neck a little bit too. Then I will take my Makeup Forever Professional HD Defining Powder. And I normally wouldn't use this, but when I am breaking out, this really minimizes your pores and just makes everything look a little bit more natural. So I will just take that, about that much, and just tap it in here, just get a little bit, and tap off the excess, and then I will just apply it mostly on the areas where I'm having issues, just to kind of minimize the appearance of the pores and just set everything in place. I really feel like this powder does a really good job of that. So I will just put that like so. I will move on to bronzer, and it's kind of tricky to work with bronzer whenever you have problem skin because sometimes it can accentuate those areas. So what I do if I'm breaking out really bad is I won't apply bronzer as far in as I normally would. Right now I'm just using my MAC Prolongwear Bronzer. I've been using this for a while, and it is in the shade Nude on Board, and it's just a super pretty pale nude color. I've showed you guys this, and I will just take it on a brush. This is from Walmart, and I will just kind of take it on the backs of my cheekbones. Let me move my hair out of the way. I will just put it right here and just work it into my skin, because if I were to take it all the way in, I really feel like it would accentuate my zits and draw more attention to them. So I just focus it on my temples, and I will put it on my cheekbones like this, just so it still gives me like definition, but it doesn't like draw so much attention to my face, because you don't want that. So I'm just applying it right here. So that is what I do for bronzer. And for blush, it normally doesn't really change. I mix up my blushes all the time. I'm using the one from Nars. This is in Luster, and this was one of the first Nars blushes that I ever got, and I still love it to this day. Just using it on a Real Techniques expert blush brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit and apply it right on top of that bronzer. I'm not putting it on the apples of my cheeks, just because that would, like I said, draw attention to where my problem areas are, and I just don't want that today. That's not the look that I'm going for. So I'm just applying it. And I normally do not do highlighters, but when I kind of lighten up on my bronzer and blush, I will apply one just so it still looks a little bit more done up. This is the Too Faced Candlelight Glow, and it just looks like this. Just using it on a Real Techniques contour brush, and I just kind of swirl it together because there is a few shades. And then I will just tap it right on top of where I applied my blush and bronzer. I will apply it like above my lip, my chin. After that, I will apply my lip product. I know this has nothing to do with foundation, but I am getting ready, so I just will include it in the video. This is the Maybelline Color Whisper. This one is in the shade Pink Possibilities. I've been really liking this shade recently, and I'm just going to apply it lightly onto my lips, not to really make it look like I have a lot of makeup on, just to give my lips a little bit more life and color. So that is my foundation. I'm going to zoom up a little bit so you guys can kind of see the difference. So as you can see, you can still see that I have acne. It just dulled down the color. It's not as red and as bubbly. It really minimized my pores, which I really like, and it just looks a lot more even, which is what we were going for. So that's it for my foundation right now. I really hope this helped you guys, because I know a lot of us tend to break out and we're just like, why is this happening? And that's kind of what's going on with me right now. I like woke up this morning with like a bunch of pimples and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this, and I'm not going to try and act like I have perfect skin or like anything like that. I really wanted to show you guys that I'm normal, I'm not like perfect, and there is ways to cover it up. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, and I will have a list of all the products down below in case you guys missed it throughout the video. I really hope this helped you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm just trying to do a bunch of different variety type of videos because I feel like my videos were kind of getting to be the same thing. So if you guys like that I'm switching it up, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me comments down below letting me know what you guys' favorite face products are for covering up pimples and acne and stuff like that whenever you guys do break out, because I'm always on the hunt for new face products. And yeah, that's it for the video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!